Michael with Optimum Performance. We are back with another static stretching video, and this one is going to be for our hamstrings and then also the lateral portion of our hamstrings. So let's jump into it. Hamstrings, we could save some time and we could do 2 hamstrings at the same time. Otherwise we can isolate, and I'll show you a couple differences. So feet hip width, toes straight. Just try to bend over and touch your toes. If you cannot touch your toes, you can grab behind the calf, behind the knee, behind the hamstring, and try to pull your head closer. Otherwise, if you can touch your toes with your fingertips, great. If you get to the floor, even better. Another way, if you want to isolate, is if you were to put one foot in front and then kind of lean back. So I'm stretching out my right hamstring only, let that toe come up towards me, and sit back, and you should feel a nice stretch back of the thigh. So those hamstrings. That's how you're knocking out all the muscles that make up the hamstring all at the same time. So either A, both feet together, or you can prop one in front and isolate. Now that's how you're going to stretch out the hamstrings overall. But most people, as we've talked about in previous videos, walk like a duck. So their feet are out, whether it be slightly or whether it be to an extreme. So how are we going to stretch out the lateral portion of the hamstrings? And that one hamstring that is more susceptible to being tight, to being injured, just like some professional athletes, some Olympians, that's the one that's more susceptible. That lateral hamstring, the biceps femoris that splits into 2 heads, what you can do is keep those feet hip width apart, the heels hip width apart, rotate the toes out, bend over, reach for the toes, reach for the floor, and you should feel on the outer portion of the hamstring. So getting close to that outer thigh, but you're still on the back of the thigh, you're gonna feel that lateral hamstring. That's both at the same time, but if you wanna isolate, again, put one leg in front, kind of sit back, twist that foot out, rotate it out, and then sink back. And now you should feel that outer hamstring again. So you can always do them together, or you can isolate. So you got all the hamstrings grouped together, or you can isolate to just that lateral portion of the hamstring. So that's how you're going to target the tighter muscles.